When object is created, IIB is used practically to initialize the variable. How? So let's create a variable, right? Without initialization. Let's create IIB. So IIB is used practically to initialize the variable. So let's initialize the variable. Gives value 10, 20, right? SYSO, control space bar, enter, and here give value, print it. Let's create main method. MA, control space bar, enter. Create object of the class E1 is equal to new E. So when object is created, IIB will be called first, right? So let's IIB called. So when object is created, IIB is used practically to initialize the variable. Done, right? We can initialize both static and non-static variables inside IIB. So if this is non-static, right? Non-static variable, non-static variable. What is non-static variable? Non-static variable is created within the class and outside all the method without static keyword. If we use static keyword, then non-static keyword becomes static variable, right? So let's create one more class and explore the program. Class F, right? So go to our PPT. We can initialize both static and non-static variable inside IIB. So let's see how we can do that. Paste it to multi-comment. So let's create non-static variables created. So this is non-static, right? So if I am going to use here static keyword, then it become static variable. Static variable. Let's create IIB. SYSO, control space bar. But we have to initialize it first. So I is equal to here giving 200, right? So what variable name? I, right? Let's create main method and see the output. So let's create here object of class F. Control S. Let's run the program and see the output. Giving 200. It means we can initialize both static and non-static variable inside IIB. This is static variable or non-static variable. What is like float j, right? So this is non-static variable. Non-static variable. Non-static variable. So first initialize it, giving 400. Let's print here SYSO, control space bar, right? Let's run the program and see the output. So it's giving me output 2 and 400.0. Why? Because we are using here float data types. That's why it's giving me plus decimal value, right? We can also have multiple IIB in a single class, right? So let's create. Let's create one more class, class G. Paste. So in single line, so that's why do single comment. If more than 2 line, then we have to give multi comment, right? So let's create IIB, SO, control space bar from IIB, right? 1, SO, control space bar from IIB 2. Let's create one more IIB, SYSO from IIB 3. Let's create main method, control space bar enter. What is class name? G. So that's why create object using class name. G is equal to new G, right? Let's run the program and see the output. From IIB1, IIB2, third. So we can have multiple IIBs in a single class. If the compiler finds multiple IIBs, then they all are executed from top to bottom. I means the IIB which is written at the top will be executed first, right? Multi-comment, right? If the compiler finds multiple IIBs, then all are executed from top to bottom. Means the IIB which is written at the top will be executed first. From IIB, this is first. It is the top most, right? So it will be in first. This is second and this is third. So that's why it's giving me in order, right? Initialization block run in the order they appear in the program. That is covered, right? They are typically placed above the constructor within the braces, right? So let's explore this. Create one more class H. They are typically placed above the constructor within the braces. So let's create first constructor, then IIB. Constructor, right? SYSO from constructor, right? Let's create here IIB. Let's create main method. Let's create main method. Sorry. Control spacebar enter. Object creation hu1 equal to new h, right? Let's run the program and see the output. from IIB, from constructor. So order doesn't matter, but it is typically placed above the constructor within the brace. So that's why readability of the program, they are typically creating with above the constructor. Why? So that readability of the program will be better, right? Because IIB will be called first, then constructor. So if we are creating constructor first, then IIB, so there will be confusion. What is going to call first? So that's why always create IIB above the constructor. We can create IIB first, later, but it is advisable to create IIB above the constructors, right? They are typically placed above the constructor within the braces. Which braces? Curly braces, right? This one. So that's all guys in today's session. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and share. Bye bye. Take care.